I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean, I've been looking for you for so long.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Yes.
What's going on?
It's me.
Father?
Your dad.
Father!
I'm here, Sean. Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. I'm here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Sean, please. Calm down. I'll get you out of there.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
I could kill you. Right here, right now.
Yes. Yes, you could. And I would be powerless to stop you.
I want answers, asshole. Now.
Under the circumstances, I will forgive your vulgarity, but I need you to realize that this... You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am... your...
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
They stole you, kidnapped you. Wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being, walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Human synths? Really?
Human-like synths. A great distinction. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
60 years. So much time. Wasted.
I know. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
He was a murderer. He killed your mother.
Believe me, I am well aware of the atrocities Kellogg committed. I suspect there are many more we'll never know of. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future.
Uh-huh. They need your help, Sean. It's rough up there, to say the least.
Oh, we've tried that. Surprised? The Institute once tried to help create a stabilized Commonwealth government. It ended in bickering, infighting. It was a disaster. No. We look after our own now. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard,
Sure.
Just give me time. I know there's more for us to... The Institute is on the verge of some important... I've been a part of something amazing here. And now, after all these years, you...
Yes, that's what I want.
I know. I know you've been... Forgive me. There is much to be done. You'll need...
Is all that really necessary? What's there to learn?
For now, it is enough that you understand that the Institute... The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please, take...
Right.
You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities. And finally, Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all...
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's a
Hey, Doc.
They weren't
I
kidding.
don't know.
You really are.
Most
here.
of them have lasted
Well, all
long
right.
past their projected lifespans.
When Father told us about
If you ask
if
me,
you don't mind my
they
asking.
were built pretty well.
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of him. Now, I'll give you, as you might guess, we keep the Institute, we maintain and upgrade all of the... There's a lot of machinery, the work we do, so... Now,
Absolutely.
oh, good to hear. It'll be... Take your time. If there's anything else you...
It must be a challenge to me, but...
Absolutely. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. Fortunately, advanced... It's a good thing, too. You don't even want to...
Uh-huh.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
We're all
That is
looking forward
correct.
to working.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial then.
You know the
dosage will be
protocol,
much
sir.
larger this time.
Authorized
And the
personnel
side effects
only.
won't like this.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can
Scanning
hide in his
unknown.
office.
Seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads
Excuse me,
together?
I've got reports to deliver.
They're dragging their feet on the targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me. You know, send...
Hi, Doc.
So,
Please don't.
here
There's
you
enough
are.
friction as it is
Justin Ayo,
between us
acting
and pretty
director
much
of the
all the
Synth
other
Retention.
departments.
I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you, despite your relation to Father. I'm sure you understand.
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're the first outsider to be... It's nothing personal. Now, Father is
Sure.
our primary response...
If the synths want to be free, you should let them.
Synths do not want. They might look like you. As to why they're escaping, our main instrument is the Courser. Coursers hunt. They are highly self-sufficient. But I gather you know. In fact,
I'm no stranger to combat.
even so, a Courser should be more than a match for anything. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to... Now, unless you need something else.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a Courser, we then begin. In those cases, all too often.
You're here.
Dr. Ayo.
You made it.
Yes? What do you need?
Dr. Orman's lecture on cold fusion was nothing short of a revelation.
Subject identified.
All done. You can return to your duties. And remember to record every symptom you experience in detail.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject.
Operating at full capacity.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, yes, I know who you are. We all do.
Don't worry. I promise I won't.
Thank you, I do appreciate it. Oh, before I forget, I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's, you're to be given full access with the ability...
Right. Thank you.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, in case the significance is lost on you, you'll be... If nothing else, it should demonstrate... Now, unless there's some...
I'd like a progress report on your division.
Taking your new appointment in... Very well. We've shifted resources off... I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts...
On batch 274.
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Wally must be
Welcome.
close to 10 years old.
So good to have you here.
It's remarkable.
Dr. Clayton
that any
Holden.
child can survive.
I can't wait for you to see them.
I look forward to learning more.
In that case, let me... As the name... Our most important... To that end, we've even started... You probably saw...
The gorillas are synths?
They are indeed. The initiative is... I'm sure I've taken up...
I'm not sure how well I'll fit.
Great. In any case, I am...
You mentioned medical care.
In that case,
Right.
He's our top bio... Dr. Volkert, you won't find...
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate. Ultimately, all are, unfortunately, no advance as remarkable as our synths are. The superior synth mind and body.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware.
However closely they may approximate you, when you see what I have to show, a rogue synth, his memories have been under his leadership. I've dispatched.
We'll bring that synth home.
That would be best for it. Now you should get moving.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
There's someone... Gotcha.
Hey. Go check that out.
I'm gonna make this as painful as possible. I've lost sight of the target. Where the hell? You've got to be kidding me.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, sir. Designation X688. I've already neutralized...
Sure. All right, let's go.
Right behind you, sir. My orders are to help you capture the synth in the Vertalia. I'll be waiting when you're ready.
Nothing there now.
We're not alone. Thought I heard something more. Let's try. You call this a fight? huh? Smart move. We're being shabby. You're dead. Sloppy tactics. Something's out there. When will they learn? You should have given up. I was hoping for a challenge.
Bring it here. All right. If you turn up, you're dead.
No sign of him now.
That's what I'm worried about.
Come on, it's over. They must...